Irony. It's a figure of speech in which words are used in such a way that their intended meaning is different from the actual meaning of the words. It can also be a situation that ends up quite differently than what we expected. This is one of the words that we do use commonly, and in this definition, it is the same. In simple words, it's the difference between appearance and reality. Let me give you an example. Samuel Taylor Coleridge wrote a wonderful poem, and I think that these words are going to be familiar to you. In his poem, Rime of the Ancient Mariner, "Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink." What he was talking about in that poem was very ironic. He was talking about a mariner at sea surrounded by water. But what was ironic is that he was in jeopardy because the water was not for consumption. So it was ironic to be surrounded by water and none of it was able to be drank. A second example is from Sophocles' play, Oedipus the King. You may be familiar with this story. This is a great example of dramatic irony. This is a literary term that is different from the way that we view irony. This is a situation where the characters are oblivious to something, but the audience is not. The reader or audience is aware that something else is happening, although the characters are just going along as if they don't know what's happening. This is called dramatic irony. In tragic irony, the audience or reader recognizes the tragic fate of a character before he experiences it. It causes a sense of dread in the reader because instead of the anticipation of our hero in a comedy or in an epic will achieve some kind of journey, mission, or goal, and we rooting for him, in the sense of tragic irony, we are already feeling a sense of doom or sadness or grief for the main character who we see before he sees is doomed. In Sophocles' play Oedipus the King, our main character was doomed to kill his father and marry his mother, even the whole while he was trying to avoid it. A very clear case of dramatic irony. Please make sure that you are able to distinguish the vernacular or common uses of the way that we use these words, like irony or illusion, and the way that the literary references are. Because remember, they're quite different. And since a lot of these terms are being defined for you, you really have to write them down in a list to memorize them. It may seem tedious, but it is necessary. For without these terms, you will be ill-equipped to answer the questions on the exam because they will reference things that you will have missed or not memorized. So please pay careful attention to understanding the differences between these terms and distinguishing between them. And take care to note that as you do the study questions.